Hello and welcome, fellow bookworms and film fans. I'm looking at this week, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse by Charlie Mackesy. And this is a book that I've been meaning to review for a very long time. It was bought by my lovely friend Beth, and it was bought for my birthday last year. And I mean, I read it in 20 minutes, but it is just such a lovely little story. I actually then bought this for my friend Joe's little girl as well for her first birthday, so that they so it's a book that you grow up with. And I honestly, it's got such a good meaning behind it, and I believe there's another one out there about a panda as well. So I'm looking to get that. Or Beth, if you watch this, my birthday's coming up. Oh no, my birthday's already been. Sorry, but I mean, it's all about just being. I mean, literally, what do you think success is? Asked the boy. To love, said the mole. And it's just little things like that. I mean, there's a page in it that me and Beth constantly quote to each other, because it's definitely a thing that I do. And it was like, well, I bought you a cake, but I ate it. So I bought you another cake, but I ate that one too. And I'm like, that sounds about right. I normally buy something for me and something for Michael, so that he actually has his own chocolate or whatever, and then I'll eat mine and then be like, oh, ate mine a bit too quick. But it's just such a lovely, well-meaning story that genuinely just makes you feel like you're okay to be your own, to be yourself. And I mean, look at the illustrations in it. It's just so, and it's not a heavy book. It's, I mean, some pages that aren't even words. There's literally just like, there's just, I just don't know what else to say about it, because honestly, I would recommend that everybody, even if they don't buy this book, understand this book, because this book, especially in the world that we're living in now, and I'm not going to go political, this is not what this channel is about, and I'm not going to go about politics or economics or anything like that, because that's not what this is about. But in this world that we're living in now, mental health is such an issue. People can't get the help that they need. But, a lot of people are realizing that this keep your chin up and just keep charging the mountain is not a good way to go. And you are, from a young age, you've got all these expectations put on you. And obviously, I don't want to say that some people's expectations and experiences are worse than others. That's not what I'm saying. Everybody's is valid. And this is exactly what this book feels to me. Is you're reading it and it's got a boy, a mole, a fox and a horse, and they're all different, obviously, but they've got different perspectives, but they've all got the same sort of underlying issue. And I think, especially if you grow up and you feel like you're not enough, or you grow up and then you realize that actually you do need help as you get older, because what happened in your childhood that you were like, oh, that's absolutely fine, eating butter sandwiches, it's literally bread and butter, but you're just like, oh, okay. And then you get older and then you have an issue with food, or you grow up and because money's not a big, like, you have no money when you're younger. As you get older, money becomes either something that you then spend too much of or you don't. And it's about this book genuinely is just about you, making you feel that it's okay to be you, and that people love you for you, and there might be people out there that don't love you for you, and that is absolutely fine as well. And it's just about being true to yourself. And success isn't necessarily about having the flashiest car. It's not necessarily about having the highest paid job. It's about being loved and loving someone in return. And that just spoke to me, and it genuinely just felt amazing. And Beth, again, I cannot thank you enough. It is an absolutely gorgeous book that I keep going back to, and I'm definitely looking for the panda one as well, so I probably will be buying that one soon. But it is, I would 100%, you need this book on your shelf, you do, because this, just looking back into it every now and then and just picking out quotes and stuff, everything about it is just so heartwarming, and it just makes you feel that you're okay, that you are a good version of you. So it gets a 5 out of 5 for me. 100% it does. There is nothing with this book that I would do differently, and I love it. And I would always, if I would probably buy this as a gift for other people, never mind, young children as they grow up. But the message is so important. Anyway, obviously that is, if you agree or disagree with anything that I say, if you do read this book, if you do get this book, please let me know. I would love to know your thoughts. Thank you so much for your continued support, guys. And remember to always keep it content.